All right, my guy. How well versed are you in this Carlee Russell thing? Have you been following throughout the week?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes,
so
I have.
So give me your spiel on it first, and then whatever extra minute detail we need to fill in. I got this article up here where I can fill it in. But when did you find out about her? And like immediately, your first thought when this story popped, were you like, "This is another Jussie Smollett," or shit, all hands on deck, let's find this girl?
So I came in on the tail end of all hands on deck. Let's go find this girl. And then the police dropped her phone records, and I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Something's afoot.
Yeah. You know, anytime, because it happened with Jussie, too. Anytime the police was like, we have their phone records, we'll put them out in the public. Normally, they don't put them shits out in the public if there's like something like really sinister going on with the phone records.
Mm-hmm.
But this time they was like, nah, we'll drop them for y'all. And I was like, oh shit. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, so I found out about it. First of all, I'd like to give myself some props. Like, as of late, I just been staying away from fucking the news.
Yes,
I know a lot of people look at it like you know, you got to be educated, you got to know what's going on and all of yada 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 stuff. The news lately, especially like CNN and Fox and all these other things, man, it's not news. They just focusing on the same shit.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, me, if it ain't on some kind of internet, like when I pop up on the internet and the homepage ain't recommending something, or if it's something everybody's talking about that's got my interest, I'll check it out. But for the most part, I wasn't really tracking this Carlee thing, because as soon as that news came out, I was just like, oh, before I looked into it, they're like, oh, she back at the house. It looks like a Jussie Smollett thing. And I'm just like, man, I'll get to it when I get to it.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't got time to be putting no brain bites into no stupid shit like this.
Yep.
But for those that don't know, Carlee was working at a spa, got off work, stopped at a Target to pick up snacks, according to her statement. And then on her way home, which is about a 25-minute drive, on the interstate, on the side of the interstate, she claimed to have seen a male toddler. The fact that she was like a male toddler, I'm just like, who at whatever point decides that that's, you know, like, I saw a baby, you know, like if I'm driving, I saw a baby on the road, you know, right. A male toddler, whatever. So she puts the hazards on, gets out the car. She's talking to her sister-in-law, according to the report. She's on the phone with her sister-in-law after she calls 911, right? And then her sister-in-law was like, she walks up to the baby. You can hear her be like, hey, are you okay? And then she screams and the phone is down or whatever. Police show up. They find her phone, her purse, her wig, bro. It was, I'm just like, fam, what is going on here?
3 questions already.
Okay,
go ahead. In my head.
Go ahead.
Question number 1.
Yep.
Why the fuck did you go 25 minutes away from your house to get snacks?
Well,
ain't no store that good.
The drive to so the Target to her, it wasn't 25 miles to the Target or whatever, 25 minutes. She left her thing like normally the what is it? Her route from house to work is about 25 minutes.
Okay. Makes sense.
So that's what that was.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yep. So on her way home, after, like, I don't know why getting snacks was like a thing to be brought up. You know, she went to Target to get snacks or whatever and was going to drive home. But saw a male toddler and says she was scooped up by a dude with orange hair and she was blindfolded. She heard a female's voice. They didn't restrain her because she heard them say, nah, we're not going to restrain her because we don't want to put marks on the body. But she was blindfolded. And I was just like, so you didn't fight back? They just blindfolded you, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't restrain you at all?
Sounds like a choice.
Right. So the family goes into full panic mode. The town comes together. They do volunteer searches, everything that you would expect a small community to do when there is a woman who has been possibly kidnapped. Regardless of the bait that was put out there for the kidnapping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're just like, yo, let's just find her. We just want to make sure she's good. Let's all come together and do this. They raised $63,000 as a reward for anybody with information that will lead to the return of Carlee to her family. 2 days later, Carlee is banging on her parents' door, and they say that she is not in a good space when it comes to her mental health. They tried to hug her. She was very defensive because of the stuff they said that the people did to her. All she has said is that they did not do anything sexually to her. They did not physically abuse her. They just made her strip down and pose for pictures. But she escaped on her own and made it back to the house. So first of all, let me just say this. I'm glad she is okay. Mm-hmm. She is at home. Whatever the fuck, if she did that to her, whatever. I'm just glad nothing crazy happened and this girl is still here with us.
Yes.
That is the only good thing I will say tonight. Until more stuff comes up, let me just be clear to everybody watching and listening. I am glad that she is okay and that her parents have their daughter. That's where I'm at.
I'm with you. I'm with you there.
So, up to that point, I'm reading this stuff and I'm just like, okay, that's kind of weird because normally these people are picking up attractive black women like yourself, and it isn't to not do stuff with them.
Right.
So, you know, maybe you found the super weird niche that is just like, we just want pictures of you to do whatever we're going to do later. Sell them. I don't fucking know. Good on you for escape. So now the cops are just like, okay, cool. You're back. Help us find these people that did this to you. We got some questions for you. She starts answering questions. They start doing some investigations and stuff. Internet search records pop up. Let me bring up exactly what they found during their search.
Oh, baby girl, you got some explaining to do.
Oh, yes, she does.
You know, wrote a whole episode of Empire.
Stop it. Okay. What is the minimum or maximum age to trigger an Amber Alert? That was a search thing.
That's a weird search.
Off rip.
Off rip.
Off rip. Off rip. One-way ticket. One-way bus ticket for Birmingham. Bro, what else you got on here?
Where you going?
How to take money from a register without being caught. One-way ticket from Birmingham to Nashville. Also research some other terms in relation to disappearances and kidnapping on the day she went missing. So she was doing her research on how to kind of stage a kidnapping and how to get out of here, disappear, all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The cops see this. They're like, hey, come back because we got a couple more questions. And there's kind of a video of that section of the interstate where you stopped and all bro.
It's what?
They tried to have her come back for a second round of interviews. She declined to do so. They looked into this whole rewards thing. The family's just like, hey, we ain't got shit to do with that. That money ain't coming to us. This is not a GoFundMe. That shit went somewhere else. Like, you can check our financial shits and everything. Because that's the first thing they thought. They was like,
it's a scam.
Shit. Yep. Family so with all this information, Black, what's your thought on this? And what's your thought on the damage this can do to future credibility of people who who would get into a situation, because I'm not going to put this past anybody. Like, as weird as a crime sounds, like it could be a real crime, like John Wayne Gacy. Like nobody thought a motherfucker was going to dress up like a clown and kill motherfuckers in real life, you know. And then somebody did it, and then people were just like, "Oh shit!" So you weren't lying when you said a clown went in here and killed somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, what are your thoughts on this? Like, do you? Obviously, I know you don't think it's a real thing, but
no.
Entire thoughts on this, bro. Where you at?
First and foremost, I want to go to the most important question you asked, right? Does this do damage to future cases? Yes, it does, right? Because, and I want to put this in a delicate situation, because I don't want this to be a racial thing, but when it comes to women of color and these types of situations, like, they already don't have enough eyes on it as is. So when somebody pays attention to it and it turns out to be false, yes, it's going to do damage to any other woman of color that this actually happens to. People are going to be less quick to take an eye out for a while. You know what I mean? For a while. So yes, she did do damage by doing that. Now, let me throw that to this side and say this.
Okay.
You went out of your motherfucking way to leave a wig on the scene. Why?
Bro, when I read that, I'm like, did they snatch you so hard that your wig was like spitting in the air and then fell?
They did the road runner wig.
Bro,
what the hell?
The research that I mean, here's where I'm at. Props to the law enforcement and everything. Like, they took everything seriously. They took everything seriously, started the investigation, looking for this girl. Manpower, they took away from doing other stuff to look for this girl and everything, right? And then she's found. So the cops are like, cool, come talk to us. Help us find the people that did this to you so this doesn't happen again. And as they're doing the investigation, they're just, hey, man. Yo,
come back to the station real quick. I gotta ask you.
Hey, Carlee. Hey, how you doing? Sorry to bother you. I know you're going through some things right now, but we really need your help with this investigation. You want to come back and answer some questions? No, I'm cool. All right, bet. Like, that further lets, I think, them know some shit
bullshit.
Is up.
Yeah, she bullshit.
If, and I have to say if, because shit is not concrete proof yet. If she put all this on for whatever stunt just to get attention, like, I don't know what her end game was when she started this plan, like, to be popular, to have a movie made, what the fuck ever, right?
It's beautiful writing. Execution was
horrible. The writing is C tier.
Yes.
At most.
Yes.
I see a male toddler. I'm going to.
You're too.
Like,
You too.
If there was a legit baby on the side of an interstate, in some cities, I know people will just continue to drive by, but it is few and far between.
Birmingham?
The amount of people, exactly. Like, I don't care. Bro, the Grand Wizard of the KKK could be driving by, see a black baby walking on the side of the interstate. He'd stop and be like,
he ain't
hey,
touching
baby.
that black baby.
Hey, baby. There are many ways for you to die. I know. This ain't one of them. Get your ass in this car. Let's get out of here. It's too dangerous out here for you. You hear me? The number of cars that pass this, and then you're the only one to stop and be like, hey, there's a baby out here. Cops is just like, bro, Nobody else called for a baby the whole time. And it's not like the baby just magically appeared when you drove by. We got questions about this baby. I want to answer it. And maybe she doesn't want to relive the most traumatic portion of her life. And she don't want to talk about it no more. I can understand that. But I mean, it is very hard to believe that people were flying by on the interstate and you just happen to have the eagle eye to see a toddler baby. A male toddler, as you stated on 9.
Very descriptive with your explanation of that baby too.
How you knew it was a male toddler from your window, I don't know. Then of all the people, like you hung up with 911 to call your sister-in-law as you're walking up to the baby, and then scream and then drop your phone and your wig and like now when she's doing this, I'm imagining somebody should have been seeing this as they're driving by and calling 911 like, yo, this woman out here slinging her wig into the forest and shit, and I don't know what's going on. You might need to come down here.
She's wilding the fuck out right now.
So that's just wild. And I agree with you. But now we go back to we got to bring up Jesse, right? We got to talk about my man Jesse. So we have Jesse doing this. I don't know why he did what he did. I think it was more his character was starting to get written off of Empire. He wasn't getting anything else. He was trying to do stuff to stay relevant. So then he did this shit, right?
Right.
Nobody knew who she was, right? Beautiful woman. I don't know if she's doing it to get followers on social media or whatever the fuck she's doing this shit for.
Right.
This is a bit extreme. Anytime you fake something where law enforcement has to contribute tax dollars to go do something and then they find out that it was fake, like if you do a fake 911 call, your ass is going to jail.
You're going to jail.
You did something like this where you was gone for like a couple of days. Like they looked at your search history. They looked at you was going to Birmingham or from Birmingham to Nashville. You don't think they're going to go up to Nashville and pull some records and see if you was up there or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what did Kim say? She's on that Lucy in the sky with diamonds. I don't think she was on. I just think people are looking for the fastest way to get some popularity, and
that's wild.
You know what I'm saying?
That's wild. I wouldn't know. That's too far though.
Oh, I agree.
Now you bring in agencies like the FBI, the CIA, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Like you bring this shit on yourself, right?
Yeah.
Because now you're wasting resources for people to come look at you. You know what I'm saying? And yo ass done went to Nashville tripping.
This was also proven. She researched the movie Taken before she was abducted as well.
Sad.
So you're looking at all this and you're just like, hey, can you come back and talk to us? Because we saw you looked at this shit, you know, and I guess when that gets brought up, she's just like, nah, I ain't got nothing to say to y'all. So now she about to go away for a while if this is proven that, you know, you really about to be taken to jail. As wild
you know who's
as
looking for you, Carlee? The FBI. You took your black ass to Nashville.
You could play that whole Steve Harvey clip. You could play. Y'all know your ass ain't in this trunk. This black motherfucker in this trunk.
Get your black ass out that trunk.
Black ass out that trunk. I was about to say shout out Ray Cruz, but fuck that dude. Made Carolina look bad for a while, bro. It's like, yeah, this what y'all wide receivers be doing? This what y'all, hey man. Hey, he in the past, bro. That man was cold too. He was a cold ass. Oh, I'm so mad at that dude. Anyway. But Carlee, baby, get whatever help it is you need.
Yes.
To her family, I'm sorry y'all going through some shit like this. I mean, I got kids. I know they be doing wild shit sometimes, but
yeah,
if my Bro, you can imagine the conversations happening in Carlee. I swear to, what was you looking that shit up for? I swear to God, if you fake this thing, I ain't defending you at all. Had me stressing out, embarrassing this family, making us look like we ain't raised you right. Take
her.
Yep.
Take her.
Officer, come get her.
Come get her.
Get her now.
Take her before I kill her. Because she's
if y'all don't come get her, she ain't gonna be left. Ain't nothing left for you to get. You hear what I'm saying? Come get this girl right now.